So today we're at Haddon Hall, which is a historic houses site. It's quite expensive, £25 each if you're not a historic house member, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. Oh, and first impressions, there we go. Look at that. Looks like a little bit of a castle. That's really, really, really lovely, isn't it? What do you think, Ray? Look at that. Oh, it'd be lovely for paddling in the hot weather, wouldn't it?
Clean, fast running.
Very clean. So Haddon Hall is in the Peak District. So it's a nice little countryside gem. And it looks like that's the gatehouse there. So let's have a look what we've seen. Oh, a butterfly. Thank you for making me spin in a circle for a little butterfly. Look at this little house here with the hedgerows.
It's not supposed to be on the right hand side. Is that some kind of rabbit?
Rabbit?
Or a dog? I don't know. This is what he is.
Where?
Yeah.
The hedge?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think it's meant to be anything particular.
Right. Looks like he is to me.
I can see a laburnum tree at the back, look. Wonder if you can go in that garden or whether it's just there for... Nice little courtyard, have a coffee. Or some people are drinking wine, lunchtime wine. And there's the entryway up there. Do we go through here or up the steps? I think this is the... Do you want to go to the bathroom?
Not really. I'm alright.
Yeah, we'll go up. No, that's fine. Here we go. So you wouldn't want to push a wheelchair up here, and you literally couldn't push a wheelchair up these stairs, as you can see.
Down the wheelchair would be easy.
I don't know, I think you might have come off. Haddon restaurant upstairs. There's a restaurant serving breakfasts, hot lunches, tea, coffee and cakes. So let's go up stairs. Sun's come out again. It was cloudy this morning and now the sun's come out. Here we go. Nice view over there.
Looks like they built steps there and decided to change their mind.
Oh, what, over that side? Let's have a little look up. It's a bit like a castle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Haddon Hall, but it...
15th century maybe?
It's a bit like a castle. Big door.
15th or 16th century, wasn't
Ooh, welcome. No handbag, handrails, uneven surfaces, dimly-lit areas. Hi.
You've got your tickets.
You got them?
it? Somewhere.
Okay, thank you. So just hold on to these because these are obviously valid for the whole day if you want to go in and out to the restaurant.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
The museum, isn't it? No, yeah.
Yeah. What's in the museum? What's that? 17th century cavalry boots. Who's this man here? Lady Grace Manners. Death mask? Oh. What's a death mask? Oh, here we go. Today, the idea of a death mask may seem somewhat ghoulish, but for centuries, producing them was common practice. Within a few hours of death, plaster of Paris was applied to the face to produce a mould, which was then filled with plaster. Masks were displayed at funerals and then kept in memory of the departed. This one dates from 1650. Okay. I think I'd want to remember people from when they were alive, not when they were dead, to be honest. What are these?
15th century door hinges.
Oh, door hinges. It's a bit of a random thing.
Yeah.
What's this big horn thing here? Oh, it's a horn that you blow, isn't it?
It's a rolling pin.
A rolling pin. It I'm sorry, but it looks like something that's a bit rude. Lock. Taken off lead pipe. Look at that tiny shoe.
It's a slipper, isn't it? 17th century.
Their feet were so much smaller back then.
This was actually found in Cambridge in 1921.
Old playing cards.
And the guy that found it then put it to an auction.
Smoker's pipe.
And this guy here bought it in 1934 for £21 at the auction.
The items displayed in this room were collected in the early part of the 20th century by my grandfather, the 9th Duke of Rutland. Oh, Rutland. Is that water related? During the restoration work carried out at the hall, the collection provides a fascinating insight into the way of life at Haddon in centuries gone by.
Candle stuff.
Candle snuffer. Can't you just use your hands? Oh, what's this? I'll read the thing in a minute. It's a bit funny the things I keep, isn't it? Broken glass. See, that would just go straight in the bin. Can't really get that. Oh, that's fascinating. What's that then? Can't see anything explaining that. That's very nice. Table knife. Random. Carved figurine, sleeping at night. Don't know what this thing is in the middle here. It is the ancient clocks of Haddon Hall. Oh, it makes the clocks turn apparently. So that's the museum. Lots of little things to look at.
Yeah. Steps aren't what you think they are.
Yeah, very higgledy-piggledy steps. It's definitely not disability friendly. Look at that though. That's pretty, isn't it? And guess what flowers I can see in the front? Just for a change. Right, look at the funny... No, not the roses. Look at the funny men statue things. Are they? They look like men to me. So we've got... Oh, I wish we could capture the smell. Can you smell the roses? That's beautiful. Oh, irises. Yes, my favourite. It's a little iris there. Beautiful. Lovely roses growing all around. What are these then?
That's a good question.
What are those? Anybody know? We'll have to have a look at the plant app in a minute. And then you can see the lovely roses all the way growing up there and growing around the door. Isn't that lovely? And this is some kind of blue fern stuff. What else have we got? Ooh, these look like they're dying off, but can we see them? There we go. Don't know what they are. Bit of a cross hedge there. What else have we got? Some more irises, ferns, little bud coming out here. Don't know what that is. And this is the thing that Ray's trying to find out what it is on the plant app. I'm not sure what they are, but it's pretty cool. There we go. There's Ray. Did you find out what they were?
I took a photograph, but the app was...
Oh, the app's not working. Okay, well we can put the names on when I'm editing the video. So there we go. It's lovely, isn't it? Haddon Hall.
Hodgepodge again, with different buildings. You can see
Oh yeah, look at the
the
corner.
windows there, crisscross, but they look like they're from the 15th century, and these look like they're from the 16th century.
Yeah. Should we go and find out what it's about? Look at the tower up there. Tower thing. And the lead drain pipe again. That's really lovely. Should we go inside? It is very dark, so I don't know how much we'll be able to see, but we'll do our best. Look at that. Free guided tours. I don't really want to... Oh, this is really unstable floor. Definitely got to be careful. Oh. Look at that. Lovely. The painting up there. This Topper's right. Should we go up here or down there? Oh, I don't know. I'm stuck for choice. Should we go up or down?
You can always finish it downstairs after.
Yeah. Okay. Up the stairs, and I have to say these are the most uneven stairs I've probably ever walked on. So you've definitely got to be careful. Hiya. Oh, look at the dog and the birds. That's cute. What's that there? Man with a horse. This is a nice room, isn't it? I do love the fact that it's so quiet. Tapestries again. One in the corner there. Lovely little corner place to sit. It's not as dark as I thought, to be honest. Fireplace. Picture of a woman there. She looks a bit scared. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, look. She looks worried.
Maybe she didn't trust the artist.
Maybe. What's round here? Again, it's a step down. What's this painting? It's an angel holding a baby. Oh, look at the skull in the corner. That's hidden away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look out the window. See, we haven't been in the gardens yet. I assume there is some kind of a garden. Yeah. Go and have a look in there in a bit. There's a picture which I assume is Haddon House.
The chimney's quite straight, so.
It's not really telling us much, is it? There's no like information places. There's another step. There's a man.
This is the Earl's apartment.
The Earl's apartment. The Earl's apartment is its exact use after Sir George Vernon's death, and when Dorothy and John Manners resided in the hall is not known. In 1641, the 8th Earl of Rutland chose it as his bedroom. It's a big bedroom. It's a very big bedroom, isn't it? Look at the roof. It's a very unusual fireplace. I've not seen one like that before. There's 2 doors. Are any of them doors that you can get down? A little view down from the courtyard here, look. There we go. That's a fire exit, okay, so you don't go through there. Again, a view of the garden. It seems a bit sparse to me compared to National Trust.
I wouldn't sit on that one.
Yeah, look at that chair. That looks wonky. I don't think that brought my bum on it.
That legs were riddled with woodwork as well.
And this chest looks very old as well. Okay, it's a step there. So we've seen all this bit. Walking back through. Yeah. Can't go up there. Where do we go next? Upstairs.
And this was really built to impress.
There's a talk
And the
there.
reason it was built, you can tell it was built to impress. It was built really to celebrate the joining of the 2 families. So that's Dorothy Vernon and John Manners. John Manners, they're married between them. Now you can tell that because you've got the crests of the 2 families here. You have the boar's head of the Vernon family. You have the peacock of the Manners family. And that runs all the way along this wonderful plaster ceiling here. Also, you have this wonderful oak panelling here. You've got the boar's head peacock. So it was all meant to impress people. And this was actually a foxy red colour originally. They painted that on to make it look like cedar. Cedar was more expensive around 1565. So it was all trying to impress people more. That foxy red colour was taken off by the 9th Duke, and this lime wash finish was given to it, so it looks very attractive. So now also part of the glass was part of the impressive style of the Long Gallery, built by John and Dorothy, but designed by Robert Smithson, who also designed the gardens, as the terrace gardens outside as well. And the idea was that the garden came into here, so ladies wouldn't have to go out into the garden, you could actually see the gardens, but do the exercise here. Some people regard this as like an Elizabethan gym. So used for exercise. Ladies wouldn't want to go outside because they wouldn't want to get the tanning, pale complexion of the order of the day, really. They'd also use they would have to play games in here, skittles, things like that, and also obviously for balls and entertainment. And so the glass is very important to the Long Gallery. You'll notice this bay has actually been completely rebuilt, only reopened last summer. It was actually built from the foundations. That's got flat glass. Much of the glass in the Long Gallery is actually concave and convex, and that was a deliberate feature. I did have a customer who said, oh, it looks as though it's all walls. Well, it's not. If you look from the outside, from the gardens coming in, you'll see that it is a regular X shape, and it creates like a diamond shape in the glass. So that's, you know, I'd recommend going to the far end of the garden and looking in. And this is to magnify the sunlight. Good day to look at it. Magnify the sunlight and give the impression that well, it's there to impress, really. So it's this concave convex feature that we have here. Now, so yeah, you'll notice that on the glass, you'll notice there's quite a lot of etchings or writings on it. Some of it is just pure graffiti. When the house was empty, people got in and put their own name and date on, some pure graffiti really. Some of it, for instance, in here we have some poetry, and some of it is actually from skilled people who, for instance, I think it was 1925, there's a plumber from Bakewell. So what's a plumber doing in here? Well, he wouldn't be fixing the toilets, he'd actually be doing the lead work. That's what plumbers originally did. So he's actually a lead caster from Bakewell. So lots of different things there. I'm just going to finish with this painting that's quite famous. It's Rex Whistler. There are actually two famous Whistler painters. This is Rex Whistler, 1933. And this was commissioned to celebrate the renovation of Haddon Hall. And it's very important to the family who live here today, Lord and Lady Edward, because this is Lord Edward's grandfather, the 9th Duke of Rutland, John Manners, that I've been talking about. And this is Lord Edward's father, Charles Manners, who unfortunately died in 1999. So it's very important to the family. And I like sort of ending with this because it does give you an overview of the hall. This is the chapel in the corner here, the limestone outcrop, the floodplain of the River Wye that regularly floods in winter, the bridge that you came across, and this is the stable block now, the restaurant. So it's a lovely painting. And of course the famous story of Dorothy eloping with John Manners, where she actually came down the steps that are just there, that now be known as Dorothy's Steps. She came down this terrace garden that's outside here and met John Manners, her betrothed. On the other side of the bank he had two horses and they rode off into the sunset and got married. So that's basically the elopement that happened between Dorothy Vernon and John Manners. Not absolutely sure whether that's historically correct, but it does make a good story. There's lots of plays, books, and even a Broadway show. So lots to get into there. I hope that you've enjoyed that introductory tour to Haddon Hall, half-hour introductory tour. There are guides with red bells. Try to attain.
Little piano, isn't it? Thomas, what does it say? Thomas Hitchcock, London seat,
Yeah,
1289.
Thomas Hitchcock, London Seal.
1289. Wow, that's old.
Well, that's a very interesting question.
Just there.
Because apparently painted with another.
Look at the wood up there. Look. So this is where the ladies used to do their exercise. You can imagine with a stepwatch on. 10,000 steps up and down. On the picture there. Broom head working on the room panelling. Another tapestry. What's this? The 5 senses. The tapestries in this room are 3 of the 5 senses tapestries that reside in Haddon. They were produced for King Charles I, designed by Francis Klein and woven by Philip de Matchett, master weaver of Mortlake. This little Little window down here. It's the tapestry. It's amazing how they make them, isn't it? Phenomenal. Yeah, he was talking about the windows. He said they have graffiti on them. They're all wobbly, aren't they? I was hoping to get a look out of that door over there. Yeah, it's a fire exit. They just kept it open. We'll have loads of flowers to look at there later. Look at that. Fireplace. Look at that. Look at that. Tapestries.
Yeah. And a leaky roof.
A leaky roof.
That's the stain on the carpet. The stain on the roof.
Little place to sit in the corner.
Service door.
That's a big step. That's massive. What's going on here then? What does it tell? The state bedroom. During the reigns of Elizabeth I and James I, plasterwork was largely kept to ceilings and walls and chimney decorations, and as a transitional style developed between Gothic and Classic, a style seen in the plasterwork of many of the stately houses of the day, such as Hatfield, Longleat, Chatsworth, Hardwick and Haddon. Wow.
Spot the mistake.
Spot the mistake.
Board there. Different colours.
So white, red, yellow, green isn't green. Maybe it's gone funny. I think they're faded, that's all.
What colours do you get on a snooker table?
I don't know.
White, red, yellow, green, blue. Sorry, green, brown, blue, pink,
There's two whites.
black. It's missing.
Well, that means does that mean you can never lose?
No, it's finished. No black.
I wonder why. So, I assume you have to go out here then, because there's no other way. Oh wow! Look at this then.
Obviously, you're in the right place.
Oh yeah. Now these are really, really higgledy steps, so be very careful. I can see loads of butterflies.